What's up, guys? It's been a long time since I showed you guys around. So we have the Silver Cup final round here. I'm here with Vicich, and we're going to do some commentary.
Yo, we got Dustin Honold on the tee. Also on the group, we've got myself, Vicich, Shasta Criss from Santa Cruz, and then Tall Paul Oman out of Evansville, Indiana.
Everybody's getting off the tee well. Shasta kind of saws that one off and ends up tight left.
Oman, he's got an 11-time Firebird here, Evansville Open stamp, or Pumpkin Shootout, if I recall correctly. Does a pretty good shot.
This second shot was arguably way harder than that tee shot. I mean, there's really not a good way to get up to the pin.
No, you got a couple different lines you can hit. If you come in early like Dustin did, he took this really skinny gap. You see, I'm looking at a really skinny one. Or if you go to the right and go over the water, which is what I'm trying to do here. And I believe I dropped in the water, kind of an unlucky break.
Yeah, I think he caught a little of the tree and just barely scooted in the water.
See, now Paul's playing it over to the island on the right and then chip shotting it over to play for the par. He wanted to stay out of the water. That was not a good run.
No, that could have been better, but you were still at least 55 out on that. Dustin clangs one off the basket there.
Oh, so Paul, he had a long look.
Yeah. After playing it safe, he ended up in a good spot. Shasta taps it out. Dana as well. Paul knocks it in. And Dustin using the mini buzz as his mini.
Did he make it? I couldn't see.
All right, we go from a super tight hole 1 to a wide open hole 2.
Yeah, we've got some water on the right. Basically, you want to throw your shot and have it fade out to the left as Shasta just did.
Yeah, this is definitely a par 3.5 because a 2 would be really amazing on this hole.
I think Eagle McMahon might have 2'd it final round. There may have been another couple 2s on it, but for the most part, even with these high caliber players, most were just playing for the 3 unless you had a ridiculous arm.
Yeah, I think I saw Drew Gibson throw one up there and had a putt. But there's a lot of risk on that right side going OB up near the basket too. It's just not necessarily worth it on this hole. Everybody gets off the tee nicely for a couple good looks at the hill. Ooh.
Speaking of hill, that was a bad break for Shasta. Hits the hill, kicks to the right. He's going to have a long putt for the half birdie, half par. Paul, I was kind of surprised he took the turnover route. I think he went T-bird. I think the wind might have played a little bit better, but surprised he didn't go over the water.
Come on.
Yeah, you really had some guts there and just ripped that thing over the water. That was a good shot. A little short again. Paul cleans up nicely. Dana with the distraction puts it in.
Who uses that as a mini? He's using a mini buzz.
It seems too big.
Ridiculous.
It looks goofy. All right. After 2, we go to another wide open bomber hole. This is definitely a par 4. Is this a par 5 even?
They're calling it a par 5. It is eagleable. With a couple mashes. I don't think anyone on our card was looking at the eagle, but it's not out of the question. Speaking of eagles, Eagle McMahon probably was looking at the eagle. How many times can I say eagle?
Let's start the count. Putting a good rip on that one.
Yeah, I think I went with the destroyer. Didn't get over on it quite enough. Probably should have went with something a little straighter, like my CD2. We'll see that one in action a little bit later, though.
Yeah, this was not playing the easiest off the tee. I mean, you can see those flags whipping around on one of the other holes there. There's a considerable amount of little head crosswind going on, which keeps Shasta's way over.
Yeah. If you guys see that line, that line is just for the distance competition. It doesn't come into play during the actual rounds. So just disregard that. It's not an out of bounds or anything like that. Got my Ridge Roller Zuka cart right there. Joe Robinson.
That was a mash. That was a good throw. And I missed the shot there. Paul ended up on the right-hand side. Not a terrible shot, just not exactly where he wanted it to finish.
Sketchy camera work.
Yeah, it's
You were double duty though. You were on Paul's bag.
that's true. Yeah, and this was the first time I was using the monopod, I think, or first or second time, and it takes a little getting used to with the angles and such. But yeah, I had Oman's bag as well.
Kind of T-Rex armed that one in there, but I think I have a putt. Paul pitching up. He should have a short one for the birdie 4.
Yeah, Shasta waited about a minute or two, maybe even 5 on the card next to us to throw that shot. Nice putt, and the window Shasta had was minuscule, so I'm glad that he got up there, but doesn't cash in on the putt.
Yeah, it's a couple unfortunate bogeys back to back there for Shasta, especially with this being a par 5. You really hate to take a 5 or worse on it.
Yep. All right, on to hole 4.
It's a pretty cool hole. You play a left to right shot down. You want it to finish to the right, so you have a straight shot at the basket that is actually built up on a pyramid. It's a super elevated basket. It's a really hard hole. It's all about the tee shot. If you want to get the birdie, you've got to get off the tee and cover some ground. It doesn't look like I did so there. I'm definitely going to be doing some scrambling.
No doubt. Yeah, this is a really hard angle to hit. Even if you throw a perfect tee shot, the likelihood that you're going to be up near the pyramid for a putt is, very slim.
Yeah, I'm just going forehand roller to get into a spot where I can pitch up and get to the basket.
Dustin takes some crazy wiggle through what isn't part of the line.
Oh, skip shot.
Yep. Nice and easy. A layup from Shasta.
That was a great drive.
Oh, yeah.
The tall basket shouldn't phase that tall Oman.
And everybody just taps it in. When I was playing, I was wishing that people were running this a little bit more. Actually, I played with Matt Bell. He ran his from about 60 feet and hit the basket. But everybody just taps it out for a par or, I think, pars, yeah.
No, those were that's a par 4.
Okay,
so they had
birdies
some birdies.
and a par.
I had a par. This hole is like a S shot. You've got to go throw a left to right shot, and it's really, really difficult. I'm throwing out really soft, big anhyzer and hoping that I smooth it enough where it doesn't cut roll back to the left. I believe I'm in the perfect landing zone. Dustin, he's just pitching back up into the fairway, but you go into a really tight green, you've got to lace your upshot.
Yeah, like Dana said, you want to throw a left to right shot, end up in the middle of the fairway, and then laser beam a mid-range or a putter about another 250 to 300 feet to get up within range of the basket.
Yeah, Paul did it perfectly. I did not execute whatsoever. I'm kind of disappointed seeing that shot again, but Jesus,
You all right there, guy?
Are you okay?
painful. But yeah, I was in a great spot. It's a really hard tee shot, and then I just didn't execute that second shot. Nice putt.
Yep, looks like Dustin missed from about 30. Shasta cashed in. Dana taps it. Dustin's going to finish up with that mini buzz.
Is he putting with the mini buzz or using it as a marker?
Yeah, I can't tell.
Can you putt with it?
Looks the same.
No, it is PDGA legal to use as a mini, but
it's like right on the border of it, right?
Yeah.
All right, Oman with the tee. And is this the bowl hole? Where it's raised up around that pit? I think it is.
Oh boy. It's one that's up top, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. This is another par 4. It's shorter. It's really hard to get to. I think I threw a no. I guess that was a different round. A different round. I had actually had a putt for 2 for the eagle on this one, but I did hyzer out towards another fairway, but should have some sort of shot. There are a lot of trees, as you can see. The basket is all the way at the top of the hill.
Oh, yeah.
And that line was super greasy.
Oh, come on, man. That was about as pure as they come. Speaking of pure, Paul Oman making it look easy. He's on fire to start the round.
Everybody's looking good here. This hole's deceptively long. Looks like everybody got to the top of the ridge, no problem. Tap outs with somewhat death putts facing the other direction. But after 6 holes, we got Paul Oman pulling away, and everybody else still fighting at even.
Alright, so this is a tight tunnel shot where you want to finish to the left. It goes downhill and then opens up to another slightly elevated basket. You're about to see a terrible shot from me, I believe. Maybe not. That looks pretty. Oof! Wow.
That made it pretty much as far as you can go on this.
I think I might be putting.
That was a great shot. Ooh.
Again, this is a lot. There's a lot of par 4s out here at Rolling Ridge that are that you can get an eagle at, and we'll see where I ended up here, but it's definitely this is a hole that you can eagle along with the previous one.
Yeah, Paul pondered that shot for a while, and he actually ended up throwing about what he wanted to do, so that was good. Shasta lays up nicely. Yeah, a lot of these holes you just really want to get off the tee straight and then fade out wherever. I mean, you're going to have to really consider your next shot either way.
Yeah. A lot of them, like I said, you can eagle a lot of them and get aggressive, but for the most part, if you just get off the tee, the birdies will come.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit an early tree just as well as eagle too and really cause yourself some pain. This is one of the cooler holes, I think, on the course. I really like this one. You play down this fairway in kind of a dogleg left type situation, and you shoot up to the green, which is through a very narrow gap in the trees. The tee shot's just really cool too. You got that wood bridge there and everything.
Yeah, this is a pretty hole. Nice, pretty clean fairway for us, and then the basket is tucked up way to the left. Dustin didn't leave himself with too good of a spot, but he covered some great ground there.
Oh yeah, if you're tight on that left side, you're really struggling for your second shot. Everybody's sawing him off just a little bit and getting caught up in that bush. Dana had that smash of a drive and throws up. That was your drive?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Forget every now and then I throw a good one. Yeah, these guys got pinched up there on the left. Didn't really have a look.
Easy 3 for Dana.
No, it's about 10 back.
You disc.
You disc.
Looks
What do we
right to
have
me.
there? Is
That was Kelsey helping us out and showing us some of the scoring
overalls and,
before I had done it myself.
Thank you.
She was with us the whole round, I think. Dana with that easy 3 has the tee. And this was a really tough hole.
Oh man, yep,
It's one of the hardest tee shots of the tournament, I'd say, right here.
definitely plays uphill, and then the fairway does dog to the left, but there's a few trees like along the corridor that we're throwing down that make it really difficult.
Oh yeah, I mean, it looks a lot cleaner here, but even the trees you see on the right, there's a bunch of hidden ones right behind that. You
Yeah.
think you beat them, and then whack.
Yeah, you see your disc going flying.
That was one of them right there.
So Paul didn't quite make it to the corner, so he's throwing a hyzer shot around, and then now he's hoping to leave himself in one of the 2 fairways to shoot towards the basket. Dustin, he landed on another tee pad for the hole, and I think he like piped that shot.
Yeah, he threw a really good shot because that is not an easy tee. As even if it's 200 feet shorter than the black, there's still trees everywhere.
And I thought I had a good tee shot, but then definitely did not. Had a terrible second shot. These guys are all making it look really easy though. Paul's having a great front 9. What do you think? What do you think of that ponytail he's got?
That's just cute. I mean, he's really working it well.
Would you go ponytail like Paul or man bun like Ulibarri? I could see you with a man bun.
Ooh, wow, that hurts. Definitely ponytail.
Nice, Dana.
But you know, the man bun works. Last samurai, as I like to call him.
Well played.
Shasta with a nice up. Dustin, this is a ridiculous birdie. That second shot that he threw was tremendous. Paul a little high in the chains, but gets the bird.
Yeah, this
Tough
hole,
hole.
man, really hard. I'm super happy with the par there. After 9, we got Dana at -2, Paul at -4, Shasta at -2, and Dustin at -1.
And here we are. This is a par 3, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is a power. Like you gotta just really lace into that. There's the basket. Nice camera work.
Man, I thought he was gonna ace that thing. I was like, fingers crossed. He piped that thing.
Yeah, super hard shot. You really gotta lace it, throw a perfect shot. Paul, looks like Paul did. Whereas myself, my disc was starting to turn into the gap, just left it a little left. Dustin with a,
Kick of a lifetime there. Wow.
I don't know if you're counting at home, but Dustin's got a few favorable lies. I've got I don't know. Oof.
That fairway, if you're not center cut, you're chopping a little bit. So
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a bad shot. It's just there's no line there.
Yeah. I'm taking a bogue. Dustin, this is to save par.
Yeah,
It
Dustin.
does. And Paul's that park job there from the tee, that orange or red disc. Well, maybe that was
Wow.
yours. But he's close.
I don't. I putt whenever I want. On my turn. Don't care. Where are we now?
This is a really weird shot. It's like you want it to hyzer right away, but you need it to hyzer and then glide another 300
yeah.
feet.
Yep. You basically, if you can get down into the opening, because we play through this tight right to left, and then it opens up. See, I'm throwing a forehand where I want it to start to flex out and bend into the open field. There's that field I'm referencing. A good shot will get you out there, and then you have an easy upshot for a birdie.
Yeah, your shot off the tee is definitely the preferred shot. However, yours got up and rolled to a place where I saw nobody else go. That thing burned right like
Nice
100
layup.
feet.
Yeah, I definitely got over on the forehand a little bit too much, but I don't know. I still have an opportunity, I think, from about 25, 30 feet for a birdie.
Oh yeah, you were definitely out in the open, which is all you really need on this hole. And it's windy as hell in this shot. Oh, a little blurry.
It's all right. It's just Shasta. It's just Paul.
All right, and on this hole, they added an OB line, which I don't think I saw in the practice, which extended from the left edge of that fence all the way to the wood line. So it kind of took a few shots out of play that people usually like to throw.
Did Paul's end up out of bounds?
I don't believe so. I think he caught a tree up towards the green and it stayed in bounds.
This is a par 3. This is one you could play your whole round out here and not get a 2. And this is definitely one of the holes that is more twoable than some of the other par 3s. It's but it is a power shot. You got to put a good move on the disc. I think Dustin did so right there. I believe I also have a putt.
Definitely. I don't know. I think I had 1-2 this whole round, and it was on the shortest hole. This is definitely a stretched out course. Championship level for sure. For the deuce. Bangs it.
Nice stepper. Nothing but air. Ugh.
That was a good drive. Just might have had a tree in your way, or maybe you just missed.
Maybe I'm just wasn't putting good.
There's that.
I don't know. I cleaned up that little 15-footer there, though.
That's true. All right, now another turnover shot into the woods. This plays about 450, slightly downhill, with a relatively open green on the right-hand side. Paul tries to go up and over the top, which
Unless you're a huge arm, I suggest just trying to go down the pipe, just like Shasta here. Really, you just gotta hit that initial gap with a little bit of turn, and you're gonna have an upshot.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people throw either a lefty backhand shot or a sidearm to get up there. It's kind of a pump, but it's definitely doable.
Yeah, so this is another one of those shorter par 4s out here. Another eagle opportunity. See, Shasta didn't have the greatest shot, but he's still left with an opportunity for birdie, and he absolutely takes advantage of it. He's kind of getting hot, or maybe he's about to get hot here, if memory serves.
Yep.
So we still haven't got up to my drive. This is for eagle.
Yeah. Big putt. Nice.
That's right. Can you replay that?
Hey, we've got the clip of just the eagle on my channel as well, so go check that out.
Might go watch that.
After 13, we have Dana at 3, Paul at 6, Shasta at 2, and Dustin at 1.
And here we are at the hole named after a Pink Floyd album. It's called The Wall. There's a couple different walls here, with one of which the tier above it is out of bounds. You'll see when we get up there, but it definitely makes for some interesting upshots, making you having to decide whether you go for it or you lay it up and try to play for the par.
Yeah, it's another one of those long tunnel shots finishing to the right. Definitely a tough hole.
And Dustin didn't quite make it to one of the short tee pads. As you can see, he's playing it to the walls.
Yeah, he laced his second shot, set himself up well for a good opportunity at par. Oh, Shasta stay up there?
Yeah, I think the middle wall is out of bounds. So I was in a really good shot. I left my forehand just a little bit too high. Paul Ullman with the stepper. That was a tremendous drive from Paul.
Oh, huge.
Should be an easy birdie. But just above where Dustin was at, that is where the out of bounds is at.
Yeah, that first level up, I think, right?
Yep. Paul, he must have heard us. He lost the ponytail.
Yeah, he was getting a little warm and he wanted the breeze flowing through his hair.
I'm feeling good at this point. I went eagle birdie, and I'm hoping to get hot and solidify a solid finish here at the Silver Cup.
Shasta with the style points on the tap out there.
Oh, and then I hit early wood. This is a hole where you really just have to throw a mid-range shot, and I think I was getting a little bit aggressive, throwing it hard. Paul follows suit. Looks like Shasta pipes it, but you really it's all about getting off the tee, and then you have an opportunity for the birdie. Where now Paul and I are going to be scrambling to get our pars, unless we throw some sort of heroic shot.
I think Shasta was throwing that squall all over the place. Is that what it is, maybe? Squall?
I don't know. Yeah,
Lacing it.
he's pretty good at frisbee.
Oh, yeah.
And he throws those DGA discs real good. And speaking of real good,
That was the best upshot he could have hoped for.
so I've still got a lot of trees, a fast green to deal with. I need to get up and down from there for my par, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
I think you made a good run. I think you came up a touch short on
Oh, I did. No, you guys are about to see. Damn
it.
it. What is it? We're almost in this. It's the second week of December, and when was this tournament?
June.
June. So I mean, it's been a minute. This is all coming back. This should be a tap in, and I just don't commit to it.
Yeah, chumped it a little bit. Shasta for the bird. Drills it.
Nice putt, Shasta. But this is a really fast green. It's protected by some a bunch of stumps that they've. Oh, Paul. Ponytail back, misses the putt.
And I must say it hurt to watch a couple of those drop out the side of the bucket for Paul. He was really on fire to start this round.
You know what? I feel like Madison showed up, and
We're not going to talk about that.
I just saw her right there. So it's oh,
Almost another ace that I was hoping to catch. Paul, just the early release. I think he goes into a campsite on that one.
yeah. This is another one of this is one of the par threes. Definitely licking your chops at wanting to get a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, and as straightforward and as short as the hole is, there's a lot of stuff you can get into.
Like a campsite,
Like literally
flip flops,
like
a
literally
cooler, like what? 1,000 trees? As if it wasn't hard enough. Paul's playing through Shantytown.
Oh man, kicks into a tent. Good thing the door wasn't open. Brutal. Dana with a shot. Not quite.
Wow.
Paul to save 3. No good. He gave it a strong run.
That kind of stood up and rolled too, I think. Is that a 2 for Shasta?
It was. And Paul's ran away, and he just doesn't commit. Doesn't take his time on that one. He's getting a little frustrated.
Dude, get off his case, man.
Hey, it's just a little tough love.
And I probably sound like a broken record here, but here we are, hole 17. The key here, get off the tee. You got to throw a straight shot that finishes to the left. The basket does go. I guess the hole goes down a hill and then back up slightly.
Yeah, finishes up and to the left. There's some trouble on the left-hand side with some down trees. But,
Paul.
Oh, no.
Don't do it. Can we just...
Yeah, we just might edit. I'm going to edit that out.
But yeah, this is a really hard par 4. Again, like I was saying, it's all about getting off the tee. Can't unsee that.
Throwing 4, trying to get up to the green. Looks like he made it up there.
So I threw a really good tee shot, really good up shot.
Looked like you were a little handcuffed on that tree, but still got out of there.
Yeah, I was happy with both my shots. So hard to get off the tee.
Yeah, Shasta had 2 amazing shots as well. You guys both played the hole well.
And Shasta's on fire.
He really is, and nice putt from you there.
See, I'm flashing back to the previous round where I threw 2 great shots and missed. But yeah, took the birdie here.
All right, well, brings us to 18. A really hard. I think this is probably a par 5.
Yeah.
This is a long hole. Narrow fairway the whole time. There's even a water hazard up on the right, closer to the basket.
Yeah. Now you can get aggressive like I'm doing here with the cut roller.
What?
I think, yeah, you can see it
my
turn into the right. I threw it too hard, or I just didn't put enough cut on it. I really like the shot, but I did cover a lot of distance, so I still will have an opportunity to make a recovery shot and get a birdie. And Paul continues to hit trees, which it's so easy to do out here at Rolling Ridge because there's so many trees. It's so hard, and if you're off just a little bit or if you're off a lot, it's going to be a long round. Thankfully, Paul had the hot front.
Yeah, he really lit it up on the front, and I think a good thing to remember in disc golf in general, but especially at courses like this, is you're going to hit trees. You know, everybody's going to hit some trees. It's all right.
Yeah.
Just think about the next shot. Don't worry about what happened. Shasta had a really, really nice shot there.
And here I am pitching out. I'm playing to the left fairway. There is the right fairway. The right has more trees. The left is cleaner to the basket until you get to about the circle. There's some trees. And you're going to see me absolutely pipe this PD2 down this gap. I thought I was parked.
That was an awesome shot, and actually, you know, even though it's a tighter fairway, that's the fairway a lot of people choose just based on what shot they're throwing good at the time. Like I took that side because of sidearm.
Yeah,
So-
you're predominantly sidearm player, but that right gap, you saw those other two play through it. It's fine. It's good gap. You know, there's clean lines, but nice finish by Shasta. But that left side is just super clean, except you're going to see where I'm going to be putting from. I think I was coming in, caught one of those trees, and
Oh man,
I was pretty I was not happy with that finish. I
yeah,
thought
you were a
that-
little frustrated for sure.
I thought I was going to walk up there with my disc next to the basket, tap it in, walk away with a birdie, but taking the par 5 on this hole. Round's over. It was a fun round, good group. Played with some friends, had you on Mike's bag on the camera.
Paul's bag. Yep, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Mike,
Your
but this
bag,
it's all good.
Your bag was in the car.
All right, and this is showing Shasta's real good round here. Great finish.
Imagine we could have had Paul's front, Shasta's back. Oof.
Oh man, they would have smoked it. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to Dana for helping me with the voiceover.
DGMIKE, P. Oman, Shasta, Dustin, Honold.
Good finish, guys. Had a fun tournament.